Hi everyone, I'm going to be showing you a simple homemade deodorant recipe today that only uses 2 ingredients. Powdered sugar, that's right, and coconut oil. So you can see I have both of those here. And then you will need some deodorant sticks. That you can order a pack of these online. I got these off of Amazon. You want it to be all the way down at the bottom, and then you fill it that way. And all we're going to be doing is melting the coconut oil and putting in powdered sugar. And sorry, but there really are not any hard and fast measurements. You just kind of eyeball it. I put several heaping spoonfuls in there. And then I'm going to be adding some powdered sugar now. And there we go. Again, just several good shakes of that. And you can add to it if you need to, or take from, depending on how many containers you have. I'm going to see how well this works. It has been a while since I've done it. I'm just going to melt this down and mix it all up. And then I'll be pouring it into the containers. It'll be liquid, and then it'll just have to sit for a little while, and then I will transfer it to the refrigerator to truly solidify. It's melted down pretty good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more powdered sugar. That's probably plenty. Okay, I went ahead and turned off the heat, and the heat was just, very low, just on 1. It just has to be enough to, sorry, that was the fan. It just has to be enough to melt the coconut oil, really, so that's all. And then I'm going to transfer, hopefully without making a huge mess, into my containers. Okay, I was pretty dang accurate, pretty close. Just a little short on this one, but not enough for me to bother melting more. I'm just gonna go with these. And yeah, so the amount that you saw, again, I'm sorry I didn't really come up with a measurement. Maybe I should figure that out. But really, every time I just kind of eyeball it. I just put in, it doesn't really matter. I think as long as you have some of the sugar and some of the coconut oil, it's going to work. And you put it in. And I know it sounds crazy. When I first heard this recipe, I thought, well, that is just weird, just sugar and coconut oil. But I'll be honest with you, I tried a bunch of natural recipes. I've tried, sorry, I just wanted to switch the view instead of you just having to stare at the deodorant tubes while I was talking. Anyway, no, I've tried a lot of different homemade recipes for deodorant in the past. A lot of them involve baking soda or cornstarch or arrowroot. Anyway, I've tried all of those, and they always were just too much. They were too abrasive, or my skin is too sensitive. I would end up, after a few times, I would end up just like getting breakouts and just like rashes and itch, and I just couldn't use them. So anyway, never had that problem with this recipe. I have used conventional deodorant as well, but I do really like this homemade recipe. It is obviously cheap, and it's easy to make, and it's, it's very safe. It's just coconut oil and sugar, but it actually works. I mean, it does. I don't know the science behind it, but it works for me, where those other ones didn't work. I've even bought store-bought natural before, and it just like actually made me smell worse. I thought that, but I can't completely know 100%, because I was telling my husband I used that one when I was pregnant, and I don't know if it had something to do with my smell or the fact that I was pregnant that made me completely dislike that one. So, don't take my word on it, but I think that was like the Jason's kind. Anyway, I'm rambling, but this homemade version works great. It's simple, it's easy. You just have to heat up the ingredients and stir them together and pour them in. And I didn't even make that big of a mess, if any. Look at that. I got it all just a one pot deal. Heat it up, pour them in. I'm going to let these sit for just a little bit. I'm going to put the caps on. Then I'll put them in the fridge. Now, sometimes I will have the one I'm using just out of the fridge to use. But especially if it's a warmer time of year, or if you keep it warmer in your house, or if you live in a state that is warmer, obviously coconut oil can liquefy if it gets too warm. I think I'm safe now because you can see that the coconut oil I have is solid right now. So it can probably be left out. But if you're concerned about it, just leave it in the fridge and just pull it out of the fridge when you need to use it. Okay, so I hope you like that recipe. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you try it out. And we'll see you next time. Bye. And this is what it looks like after being in the fridge overnight. That's the consistency. Apparently my son needs to be in the video.
Don't cut that part out.
Don't cut that part out. Anyway, so there you go. I just made it come up so you could see it.